What is up, local artists? It is your personal local artist, Bo Thomas, here to show you the coolest fountains on the internet. This clip was directly given to me, hand given to me from my sister, who's also an artist, and it is such a cool clip about fountains. She knows how much I love fountains. I put fountains in as much of my art as possible. I'm always thinking like, can I put a fountain in this? I'm kind of joking, but I'm kind of serious. I had a fountain, because all you really need is a water pump. You don't even need water. It can be any kind of fountain. Some of the coolest fountains aren't water fountains, right? Chocolate fountains, cheese fountain, fondue fountain, right? I came up with Blueberry Waterfall. It was a project that was a fountain of blueberry juice. It was in my art studio at Mills College. It was running for 2 years, and every day I would move the little spout where the blueberry juice was coming out of, and it was making a natural dye print on this giant canvas. Is it on my Instagram? I don't think it's on my Instagram yet. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, I'll follow you back. And it was called Blueberry Waterfall. And it was a 2 year long project where the blueberry juice I got, because I was really wanting to get into organic dyes, like natural dyes and stuff like that. Coffee, turmeric, blueberry, right? So this one was called Blueberry Waterfall. I put on my Willy Wonka hat, and I was like, it's a blueberry waterfall. And I made this giant, it was like a 15-foot handmade canvas I made. It just got these giant sticks, screwed them all together, rolled the canvas out. Anyways, that is one of the fountain projects I have done. Let's dive into these projects. I don't want to get into all my fountain projects. We can get into that later. Follow me on Instagram, you can see them all. I love putting little fountain pumps and stuff and having water just kind of circulate. Anyway, these are going to be way better than what I just described. I already could tell you that. That was just me in grad school, so these people are probably like, this is amazing. Just a little, classic frogs. Okay, I don't know why they had to show that one, but yeah, fountains can be dangerous too. I didn't want to get into it, but yeah, you can fall into fountains. The blueberry fountain I had made ants come into my studio, and then I had the person next to me being like, "You have ants in your studio?" I was like, "No." I definitely did not cause ants to come in everyone's studio with my blueberry waterfall. I didn't. I cleaned it up. I would always clean it up, but it would sometimes I'd come in and the fountain would fall off and blueberry juice was on the floor everywhere. Just blueberry juice everywhere. Wow. Oh, that's a beautiful fountain. Okay. I hope this whole video just isn't about my art. Okay, I'll try not to talk too much about my art, but if you know anything about me, you know I love dandelions. I have always loved dandelions. I made a giant sculpture of a dandelion. God, I hope that's on my Instagram. This is gonna seem real embarrassing if it's not. Alright, so this is my Instagram. Come follow me. I'll follow you back. I swear to God, I want some good followers right now. Oh my, is it not on my Insta? How is the dandelion not on there? That's insane. Okay, well, I have a giant sculpture of a dandelion I need to put on here. Wow, that's disappointing. I have some work to do on my Instagram. Okay. Dandelion blowing. Oh, wow. So mine was just a sculpture with, the blowing off. This is amazing. Japanese water clock. So the oldest clock was a water clock. Wow. That makes sense. So people used water as a way of telling time. How long it drained is how long the time was, like an hour or something. When this bowl drains, all you better have your stuff cleaned up and back in the house. Drops of water. Wow. Oh my God. That is so cool. Drops of water, falling drops of water. Wow. That almost seems more technological, because how would you, in words? Words? Amazing. Yeah, that seems like an advancement in technology. 9 floating fountains. See, that is so cool because for me, art is all about illusion. It's about transformation. It's about taking a fountain that isn't floating and making it look like it's floating. That is true artistry. It's bending and time and light and material. The vortex fountains. I used to, okay, who else used to get two-liter bottles and it had like that one in between thing? I forget, it's like a connector, and you would turn it and it did like a this kind of thing. That's my childhood. Is that your guys' childhood? Wow. Vortex fountain, so cool. What is it about that? Why are people so fascinated with vortex? I get it. I'm one of them. I'm just saying, like, is it because it's like a space thing? I feel like for me, it's like a space thing. Wow. You see that so much in nature. Tornadoes, vortex, in space, black holes, probably, right? Amazing. That's cool. Okay, I'm loving this video just because I thought they were gonna show like traditional fountains. I went in there talking about like fountains, thinking like my fountain's cool because I was like, you know, you can put other kinds of liquids in fountains besides water, and I'm like dropping the mic, blueberry juice, drop the mic. Um, well, I put oil in there too. I had a project that was about ocean refining, like how they drill in the fracking in the oceans for oil. So I got oil and I put it in a fountain. Okay, this I'm not. Let me retry this. Okay, so here's this giant clam, and it is a clam-shaped manifestation of the unknown. With its shell-encrusted body and formable yet animated expression, it highlights the absurdity of the unfathomable environmental situation we have created with our appetite for economic growth over ecological sustainability. So this was a fountain that I put the fountain in the middle. Yes, that's all seashells. That's me working on it. Inside of it, there's a shovel head that I used as the tongue. And on the shovel head, there's a fountain of oil. There's oil being circulated inside there to like to raise the discussion about yeah, so there's oil. Wow, this is not a good video. I need to get better documentation of my stuff, man. This is just highlighting how I have nothing on my Instagram. Ugh. I got some work to do. Is it daunting? Are you guys daunted by like, cause I love creating work, but then it's like I need a whole nother lifetime just to post all my work and like get it out there. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. Please comment if you know what you guys are doing. But I love how they're totally redefining what a fountain is, you know? Water droplets, vortex. That's amazing. I need to get an ad blocker or something like that. Alright. Giant tap fountain. Oh, this one's so cool. What I love about this one is it's whimsical. I've seen this one before and it's so cool because it's just floating. I didn't see the pink one before. I saw the other one. Yeah, this idea of them floating is like, where's it coming from? It's like a portal. Yeah. Some of the best magic tricks or like works of art are kind of like a sleight of hand or like an illusion. Oh yeah. See, when I first saw this, I didn't know it moved, so I wasn't that impressed. But the whole sculpture actually turns, and then when it all lines up, it, you know, squirts out the mouth, I guess. Very cool. Very interesting. Oh, wow. Hmm. Oh my god. Okay, that is cool. Because I was thinking, I didn't want to be negative, so I didn't say it, but like, who wants to have it just where you're like swinging and it hits you in the face as you're swinging? I mean, like, I would do it, but I wouldn't like be like, yeah, this is what the swing needed, you know? Like, but if it's an illusion, like you're gonna hit the rain, but then it stops as you're swinging, that's very impressive. I wonder how they do that. Oh, so it's temporary fountain. Wow. A fountain you can walk through. Very interesting. I bet there's fountains. Yeah. I was gonna say I bet there's fountains you can walk underneath, but that's kind of exactly what they're doing is walking underneath it. So they can see the backside of water. It's the best joke. ever at Disneyland. Oh, 13 million for a fountain? I could have done that for 12. Sculptures. Amazing. Ring of Fire. Oh, now we're talking water and fire at play. I have never done a fire fountain before, and that is shocking to me because that definitely seems like something I would have wanted to create it. I did a 4-tier fountain. I like using concrete because honestly it's so malleable, and it's not super expensive. Bronze would be amazing, but you can take stuff like a little kiddie pool, put concrete around it and stuff like that. I'm serious. I did a 4-tier fountain out of little kiddie pools and concrete. You spray paint them, and I know it's rough, but you can make a fountain for pretty inexpensive. All you need is a water pump, some concrete. I need something to like make it, but like you can budget it, and especially if you can resource the supplies, it's possible. Like you don't need $13 million. Ooh, Dubai fountain, the largest fountain. Okay, now we're talking. All right, interesting. So they're going for scale, because this is actually more of like a traditional fountain, I'd say. Like beautiful, choreographed, but the scale must be the impressive factor about it. Because you see this in Las Vegas. Yeah. Okay, that's beautiful. 6,000 lights. Yeah. If there's one thing I love, it's an art piece with lights. It's sure I always put lights in there, and it makes sense. I mean, electricity and water can be dangerous, but a lot of the stuff now is wireless. You can get just like a little LED thing, turn it on, toss it in your fountain. You got such a good piece of art. Just I'm telling you, think about your art right now and think, what could I turn into a fountain? And even if it's not sustainable, a lot of these are just temporary pieces. Nothing is real lasts forever. So inside, inside fountain coming from the ceiling utilizes sunlight. Okay, let's go in at night, moonlight. Wow. Oh, my dad just visited here. Oh, I gotta show him. He just came back. I missed him so much. He was gone for like 2 weeks. He just went here. Wow. Honestly, he did not enjoy it. This is actually one of the least favorite places he went on his trip, just because it was so busy. It's such a beautiful, well-known site that it was just elbow to elbow. Everyone's taking pictures, and my dad, he does not enjoy that. But the fountain itself is gorgeous. Yeah, everyone was like that, but it was like a ton of people. Yeah, coins. Yep. Wow. Bellagio. I've seen this one. I was there this year. Was that this year? Almost exactly a year ago. Hmm. Yeah. See, for me, this shouldn't be higher up. There, I get it. Scale's amazing. I shouldn't even say this because I am such a fan of scale. But when it comes to these fountains, I like the first couple ones. I like that they were really questioning what is a fountain, Like Duchamp, like what's a fountain, Like same height as Eiffel Tower. Yeah, these all seem to be just like shoot how high can we shoot our water, which would be fun. I mean, if they gave me the opportunity, I would be excited to do a project like this. Now here we go. Here's an illusion. I like it. It's making it seem like it's lifting up a rock. See, that's not incredibly difficult. Wow. Okay, I love that. That's cool. I love kinetic sculptures, like sculptures that move. I'm all about that. My favorite moving sculpture that I did recently is this one. It's called Unfinished Sketches. and that's a giant pencil in the background, and it's just like, what happens to all our sketches that never get finished, you know? Kinetic. There's a really cool sound that I'm not gonna play it right now, but it's making a really cool sound as they like move around. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Oh yeah, I've seen ones like this where the ball will roll. I've seen ones, yeah. hmm That's different though. That's pretty cool. Yeah, wow. We haven't really seen much color lights, right? It's been all kind of like white lights, which is interesting. I mean, that's probably like very, you know, it, it's probably easy on the eyes at night, you know, as far as like light pollution and stuff like that. I guess it's probably, wow, it's a giant wing. It's in Ohio. Okay. Wow. One fountain to rule them all. Ski, isn't that a diamond? Must be where those crystals are from. Swarovski crystals. I'm sorry, not diamond. Wow. Interesting. Okay. I don't know why this is the number two though. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, it's implying that it's much bigger. A lot of these like the best sculptures and stuff like that were ones that implied bigger. It'd be like a giant coming out of the ground, but they'd only show the giant's head and hand. Which I mean, like I'm not trying to throw shade at it. That's a huge accomplishment, but at the same time, like they're kind of saying it's like the number two, the number, but because they're like implying it's so much bigger, and that's what the artist was wanting. But at the same time, like this isn't as impressive as some of the other ones. I mean, and that's why art is so subjective. But would you consider this the number two fountain? Please, like I want to know. Comment down below. Like, do you think they have it right by putting the ones that have the biggest scale in the top 10? Because I don't know. Just because this one's like really huge and on the side of a mountain. I mean, I like that it's a living, you know, fountain. It has like plants on it. That's really cool. All right, number one, Fountain of Wealth in Singapore. Okay, okay. It's the largest water fountain in the world? Huh. Okay, there must be different definitions because that's not as big as the other ones, but very beautiful. Very cool. You know, kids would love that. They'd be running in it, playing with it. I used to love to run in fountains. There'd be the ones that was just like a bunch of holes on the ground and it'd shoot up, you know, water, and you'd go run and play in it as a kid, and like you wouldn't, it would like surprise you and like would squirt in your face, and you'd be like, ah, but it was fun. It was all good. You weren't thinking about how the water's recycled and how like there's probably like a bunch of like bird waste in there or whatnot. You know, you're just enjoying the water, and sometimes you know like it can just be like such a soothing sound too. Fountains have like such an amazing sound that go along with them, and there's like just like an eternal aspect of them where like people come from far and wide, and like imagine making a piece of art that someone felt compelled to make a wish at and toss money into. Oh my god, like now that I'm thinking about it, I need to make fountains. No one ever tosses money directly into my art. I mean, they'll hand me money, they'll Venmo me money, but they never just get compelled to make a wish, be like, I hope the love of my life says yes to my marriage request. And throws like a quarter at me, you know? Like, it never happens. And I just think that fountains, whether it's the positive ions you're getting from the moving water or just the tranquil sounds, you know, that white noise of the you know, I think that's white noise. Is that pink noise? Let me know what kind of noise that is, but there's something just very transcendent about them that for centuries people have loved. So I'm not amazed that we're all amazed by fountains because they're very enchanting, and honestly they're a lot easier to make than you would think. You really just need the pump, which is available online for less than $20. You can get a pump and tubing. I had an Amazon to me. I had a studio visit where the professors were coming and they're going around everyone's studios and just like checking out the work you were doing. And I wanted this fountain. I needed this fountain to be in my studio. Why? It was unnecessary. You know, I didn't tell anyone about it. It wasn't required, but I needed it. So I had it like overnight Amazon sent to one of those Amazon lockers, and this was in the heart of Oakland. I was going to school at Mills College in Oakland, California. And I went into like this unknown area of Oakland that I'd never gone to. You know, you have to be kind of like careful where you go, you know, but I needed this pump and I needed it. So I went into the heart of Oakland to get the Amazon locker pump, and it was fine. Everything's fine, you know, just gotta be smart, you know, just know where to go at the right time and whatnot. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Really appreciate you watching just different fountains with me and talking about art. I love art. It's one of my favorite things to check out. Please comment down below. If you're an artist, I'd love to connect. You can follow each other's socials. Anyway, see you on the next video. Peace.